And we did that Tone interview. I remember he helped me bleep it out. So for those of you, so Tone was one of the, I mean, he might have been the biggest gospel artist at the time. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like the gospel industry has kind of erased him from the
Yeah.
industry, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but it happened. And
Yeah.
those
I
of us
mean,
that was there, we remember him, bro.
bro, O2
Yeah.
out the box. Like
Yeah.
he had under I was a I ain't gonna front, I was a fan of Neuro Inc.
Mm-hmm.
His whole crew. Like I was a fan of them. I was because to me his production reminded me of Timberland so much.
Very
Like
much
he
so.
had like he was creative outside of the really out the box. And when I remember him coming on your show, and I remember like people saying, "Yo, Toné wilding on, he wilding on way up." Like
Hey,
not
bro,
wilding
so
like he going at you, but like him saying stuff like you never probably had to beep anybody doing an interview prior to him.
never. So what had happened was he had put out a song called "The Naked Truth,"
Yeah,
and I think the challenging part of what he was going through in life, his father died. Um, the people at the church basically coerced him into taking over the church, and he didn't want to do that.
got you.
He was also wrestling with his sexuality.
Yeah,
You know, he had just had some things happen to him. I'm gonna just
yeah,
say that
yeah,
and leave it there because it's his story, not mine.
yeah,
Um, and so he was wrestling with all of that,
yeah,
and he was having issues with his record label. Then he puts out this song called "The Naked Truth," where he's cursing in the song.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And so everybody, you know, he puts it on his MySpace page, I think, and then I think he takes it down, and everybody's like, "Oh my, what is happening?"
Yeah.
And so here's the crazy part. I didn't have a relationship with Tone. I think I've maybe talked to him a couple times afterwards. You know what I
Wow. Yeah.
mean? He I was supposed to interview someone else that night.
Wow.
It was like a Thursday night or something, and that person canceled. And I don't remember who it was, honestly.
Got you. Yeah.
That person canceled, and I remember I was talking to one of my friends online. And I was just like, "Man, I don't have a show for this week." And they said, "Man, you should try to get Tone on the show. Everybody's talking about him right now." And I was like, "Man, I don't know him." He said, "Man, just hit him up and see if he'll say yeah."
Mm.
I sent him a direct message on MySpace, and he called me.
Wow.
I left my phone number. He called me, and I was not expecting him to call. I didn't really think it was him initially. And he's like, "I'm ready to do this interview right now."